Hi, I'm Hannah Sandling, celebrity stylist and interior designer. Now, you would have to be from another planet if you haven't witnessed the ever-growing environmental issues that are highlighted day in, day out in the media. Now, the worrying fact is that if every person on the planet consumed as much as the average person did in the UK, we would need 3 planets to support us. Well, we've only got one. 1/4 of the UK's carbon footprint is generated by our homes, which means if we're greener at home, we can actually make a really big difference. Now, I'm wearing a really cool jumper by my good friend Wayne Hemingway, which gives you all the hints and tips on how you can do that. One of which is, if we turn our heating down by 1 degree, we chuck on a jumper, we can reduce our carbon emissions by 10%. Now, we're all different shades of green, and B&Q have identified 4 different tribes. So which tribe do you fit into? First of our groups is the hippie greener, who represents 45% of the British public. Remember the good life? Well, like Lily Allen and Tracy Emin, they're arty, they're creative, and they like to recycle new out of something old, and they prefer originality over conventionality. Now, they see themselves as moderately environmentally conscious, but reckon they could do a little bit more. So Mary, what are you doing to help the environment?
I like to think I'm doing my bit for the environment, probably not enough. My house has got plenty of loft insulation. I use all energy efficient light bulbs. Outside here I compost.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I've also bought myself a water butt to conserve the water, you know, in the summer when we perhaps have droughts.
Great, so you've really made a good start. Green Bloods are the second biggest group at 30% of all British homeowners. Now, these guys are serious about climate change. If you cut them, their blood runs green. Like Leonardo DiCaprio and Katie Tunstall, they hold no qualms in getting their hands dirty and take their environmental responsibilities very seriously indeed. So, Philip, tell me, what have you done to make your house so energy efficient?
Well, I take energy efficiency and sustainability really seriously, and I actively looked for a high level of energy efficiency when I was buying this house. So I already have a well-insulated loft. I use energy efficient light bulbs, and I'm looking into installing solar panels.
Well, you've got a gorgeous home, I love it.
Thank you.
The polar opposite to Green Bloods are greener bees. 1 in 10 of us. Now, these guys own several gas-guzzling cars. They don't recycle, and a lot of them don't believe the hype about climate change. So, Katie, why aren't you doing your bit for the environment?
Well, I just suppose I'm not the most environmentally conscious of people. It takes so much time, it takes so much effort, and it's just way too expensive.
But you know, you can make such a big difference with such small changes, such as switching your regular light bulbs for energy efficient alternatives. And what about your loft? Is that insulated?
No, not as far as I know.
Now that would be a really good start to get that insulated, because you would save so much energy. Next, we travel into the stylish world of the eco-chicer. A home's environmental impact takes second place to its outward appearance for this image-conscious group. Making up 15% of the British public, they like to combine high fashion with sustainability. Now, I'm definitely an eco-chicer. Being a stylist, the appearance of my home has always taken priority for me. So, combining high fashion with sustainability is a great solution. But it's really hard to know where to start. Now, I've just had a chat with a B&Q environment champion, and it turns out I should be using eco-friendly wallpaper. Now, look for the sign FSC. It means it's come from a sustainable source, meaning no rainforests have been cut down in order to redecorate my living room. Another simple switch would be to consider using VOC-free paints, which means you wouldn't get that nasty post-decorating smell, and they're not bad for the environment. So, whether you're a green blood or an eco-chicer like me, this man, Mike, can help you with anything from energy-efficient light bulbs and compost bins to solar panels and wind turbines. Brilliant! Now, if you want any of these hints and tips, then log on to www.diy.com, and remember, you could be in with a chance of winning one of these cool limited edition Wayne Hemingway jumpers. One thing certainly is for sure, One Planet living is achievable, and you can paint your house any shade of green you choose.